recording.
Gang, Rich Season 3.
Out now.
Lifestyle Crazy. Hold on, Ramp. We gotta do the shout outs and all that extra shit. Feel me?
Go ahead.
Rich Season 3. Lifestyle Crazy, all that extra shit.
Extra, Lifestyle Crazy. Lifestyle Crazy, it's your boy Geeking. Else go crazy, you heard? Lifestyle Crazy, Rich Season 3 out now.
Yeah, Wade Mackey's in the building, Rich Season 3, Lifestyle Crazy. Make sure y'all listen to that real quick, man.
His camera all fucked up.
Yeah, right.
My shit fucked up.
Shit, that's crazy.
I can't even see that nigga.
Oh, he on the second page. That's crazy. Niggas got Wave on the second page.
My son by himself, that's crazy.
All right, and then we got Ramp 2.
Yes, sir.
So how did this whole project happen?
I mean, we always do race seasons, but I want to do something with the city because niggas in the city been telling me to do this shit for a long time. And it was quarantine, so we had nothing but time. I came back to this on London. We did it like a week, really, keep it real with you.
Really? And did you get everybody there in the same sessions, or did different people come in at different times to make the songs?
Different people came in. Mike was there every single fucking day. Cam would be bullshitting sometimes. Because Cam's Cam. He was there most of the time. Wade.
Sir.
Wade was there all the time. Craig was there. Sheez was there. We had mad niggas just pull up to the session. I didn't give a fuck. You just pull up to the session.
Yeah.
Make music. Real with you.
I ain't gonna hold you. I looked at that shit as I heard niggas in the studio, I was sliding. Cause that's another song I was getting on in that motherfucker.
But when I knew it,
on that, as many songs as possible, I was on it.
Mike, you actually were on the most songs. I tallied everybody up. You're on 5 songs. Craigie had 4 songs. So you actually had the most on the project.
I peeped that too. On God, I peeped that too.
No cap, nigga. No cap. It was filming. Like, the sessions is there, nigga. Them beats was fire. So I would just pull up. That shit was fire. I had to write a verse for it.
What studio were you guys actually at during this entire time?
The showroom.
Let them know. Let them know.
Yeah, I recorded Play Your Part in Zone.
Both of those are my 2 favorite songs personally off of it.
Play Your Part, that's my shit. That's my
right?
shit. That shit mad different. It's mad different. Like,
so Play Your Part, that has Craigie, you, Wave, and Mikey on it. Talk about that session specifically and how that arose and go into detail about that story.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I know. Everybody got their separate shit. I got my own version, feel me? I'll wait for y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's hear the separate stories.
I heard this. I heard the song last.
Okay.
Like, Ram told me pull up to the studio. I pulled up. They was playing that with an open verse. I jumped right in after Mikey V. Feel me? Mikey V was talking that real shit, and I went off the hook. So I just mixed it. It's like that. Feel me? That's how I got on that shit.
Yeah. I just went off of what Cam said and just like did my own thing on it, you know, but that's how my verse came off of it. Like, I was just in the zone thinking about like LA, Brooklyn, like places I've been to, you know. So.
I niggas spitting that shit.
The whole shit happened because we got my crib and we was just recording music. So I was like, yo, Mike, pull up.
That shit had me in the zone. Oh God.
Mike pulled up to the studio. Then I used to start going to beats. Then Craig just fucking did a melody, just one of them.
Yeah.
It was hard. And he let the hook down. He said, Mike, when Mike started recording, Mike was like this.
Yo,
real shit. I think that's how it happened. Like, we was in filming this nigga's crib and shit, and niggas was playing the beat, and Craigie laid down the chorus, and like they was rocking the chorus, and then we just played the instrumental after. So I was just listening to that shit, trying to catch that shit. But honestly, I didn't think it was gonna come out sounding the way that shit sounded. Like, that nigga Wade.
That nigga sounded like different.
Yeah,
word to me, bro. That shit sounded different as fuck, nigga. Like, I knew the lyrics was gonna be there, but the sound of that shit just like, I don't know. That shit was just different, nigga. The whole shit, everybody just came on that shit, and it's just like 4 different types of styles.
Yup, exactly.
That's why the whole tape is dope. My Play Your Part, to me, that I felt like that was the best like orchestrated song. Like,
work to my mother, bro. Oh,
those different styles.
You guys flowed well together.
Very different, versatile, bro. So
yeah.
It sound clean.
Everybody
together.
got their own flow, nigga. Everybody got
shit
their
sound
own
crazy.
flow, bro. That shit crazy.
Cam, you hopped in right after Mikey. When you hop in on the track, it's smooth. You don't even realize that other than obviously your voice, you realize it's a different person rapping. But it's like you guys have the chemistry. Like you guys are the dream team right now.
Fat. Word to me, word to
RidgeSzn
me.
Lifestyle
You,
Crazy, baby.
Craigie.
Word to me, man. RidgeSzn 3 also, man.
I didn't really like this song. I didn't like the beat.
Nah, word to me, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan of that shit.
I didn't like
I
the beat.
wasn't the biggest fan of the beat.
But once I heard facts, but once I heard niggas verses, feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody came different. Feel me?
Word to me.
Like, you know what? Let's just we gotta lay something down because AG was playing around the whole night. Oh yeah, he was on some.
Nah, word to me, that's crazy. We let that work out too. Niggas
Yeah.
did take like 2 hours to lay that shit down, nigga. Niggas is bullshit.
You said what?
Niggas is bullshit. Keep it real, Wave. My son was sauce. That's crazy.
That nigga be drunk. That nigga.
That's crazy.
Wade Matthews be bugging. Wade was wild that night. Wade be bugging.
Wave, you're also talking about Zone. So that's with 2 middle fingers. Let's now dive into that night and that session. So how did that come to fruition?
Honestly, like we just went to the showroom and just laid that shit down. To be honest, like my boy had the Patron,
Yeah.
just smoking, you know, thinking about like the parties we were about to go to like this summer. So that's how that came down. Like,
All right, he bullshitting.
but middle fingers had the hook on now.
What happened?
Yeah.
With that song, Wade originally, like the original, all the songs I had, Wade has the most songs. He's on like basically most of the songs. Most of them didn't make it. But Wade finally found his rhythm that day in the studio. So I'm like, damn, we can't leave yet.
Yeah.
Wade got mad at me. He wanted to leave.
Yeah, Wade just has a whole bunch of unfinished songs.
Yeah, Wade wanted to leave. So
Yeah.
I did not let Wade leave the studio until he finished his verse.
Yeah, so pretty much we went off of the second track, all that shit, and Sheezy produced that. So we just pretty much wanted to do something different, like from the intro.
Okay. Yeah.
So we were like, yo, let's try to flip this and just like talk about we don't want none of that. You know what I mean? You don't want none of that.
Wade was bullshitting,
Again.
like always. And I needed an outro.
Yeah.
And Wade was bullshitting. Wade was like not going to the studio. Wade was doing Wade things. I'm in LA now. I'm struggling. That'd be Wade though.
Keeks didn't pick me up though. I probably would have never made that song, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm in LA. So
Like if Ram didn't hit up Keeks.
I'm like, yo, Wade, get to the studio with Sheez. Because Sheez called me. She said, how you want the outro to sound? I'm like this. I just want Wade talking shit. Wade don't like to show the real side of him. He like to show the R&B side.
This guy's in the real side.
No, like you don't know about Wade being drunk, cursing me and Craigie out, cursing Cam out. Cursing came up from the studio. Don't know they want to record. You don't know Matthews. So I want Wade talking shit, and that's in all the sessions. Wade was talking shit all the sessions, and that's how. They sent it back to me. I was mad hype.
Yeah. Right. I can only imagine opening your email and then just playing that song, and then being like, "What?" Especially when you need an outro, and then boom, you got it. For the people that are listening that are also interested, talk about your experience as an executive producer.
This is the hardest project to put together. Me and Craig grew up together, so that's like so we have chemistry. Wave, that's easy. As I be with Wave and shit like that. I'm working with Mike shit right now, and I'm gonna help Cam and Keeks with their Cam shit. But this was the hardest one because it's mad different sounds. So none of these niggas made a song. Wave and Craig only do that. Wave, Craig, and Sheez only people made songs together before on the project.
Yeah.
But none of these niggas made songs together at all. So this shit was hard as fuck. Like I didn't know how it was gonna sound. When I was first doing it, I didn't know how this shit was gonna sound. I did not know how. I just had ideas in my head. I was telling Sheez shit like that because she's making the beats and shit. She's a producer. I'm gonna tell Sheez ideas and shit, and I didn't know how this shit was gonna sound. Keep it fun, all the way funky with you till like we made all that shit. Then when we made all that shit, we followed that theme for the whole project basically. But that shit, this is the hardest project that I ever did. To agree with you. This thing, and sorry, I'm talking to you. One was hard too. Well, this was hard. Wade was on the original, all that shit, but I didn't like the way it. So I just called Crazy, yo, I got this song. And Craig looked at Craig said, he'll speak.
Craig's fast.
And Craig said,
Yeah.
Say something bad.
Craig's fast.
Yeah, so Craigie, let's hear your perspective of all that shit.
I heard the beat and that shit was on some fucking ratchet shit. So I was like, you know, like I gotta come at it on a different perspective than like how I usually do it. Like I don't be making no like ratchet shit like that. I heard it beat, and, you know, she's be on his like 3-6 Mafia type shit. I had to come on that type of energy with it, and then the rest was history. Like that shit going up. We got all the soulmates going hard to it.
That shit was,
you know, so
that was a long ass session too. The first one, me and Mike and Sheez was in the studio.
We was in that bitch till like all that shit night. We was in there till like what, like 3, 4 a.m. Nigga. We was in that bitch for a minute.
Yeah, it was like 3, bro.
3?
Nah, what do you mean?
Damn, we was on the studio all day, and that was the last time we did. That's the one that, damn. And I was about to do an intro, and Craig's like, that got to be an intro right there.
Yeah, that had to be.
It had to be intro right there.
We had
Yeah.
You had to be intro, so that was perfect. That's why I came up.
Yeah, it just came with the right energy to introduce what you guys were about to show everybody.
Everybody's energy on that track described like RidgeSzn Lifestyle Crazy.
And talk about what this really does for your city, especially with New London just being a beautiful place for music in general.
I'm like living out here in LA. It put a spotlight on our city, because now people like out here is talking about fucking like Mikey B and Kid Cam. You know, it's like I think that's dope. Just bring that going on, because we have our own sound, we have our own movement, we have our own scene. It just needs to be heard, and now I feel like it's in the right steps.
Yeah.
Of being heard. Everybody just gotta stay consistent, you know.
Right.
Which it seems like you guys are all doing. I haven't seen you slow down once since I've watched your movement start.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta even if I do slow down, I make sure y'all don't seem like it doesn't seem like
Exactly.
It's crazy because personally, like I feel like that's top tier talent. Like as far as the city goes, nigga, like you're not gonna hear a project that well put together.
No,
niggas is not doing that. You feel me? Like not even the city, just this area in general. You feel me? Like so many different sounds that everybody doing their thing. Like a hard critic as I am myself, I could listen to the whole shit and say there's no skips. Like there's so many different sounds throughout that shit, bro. Like
it's a big ass versatile project, bro.
That's a masterpiece right there. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like I feel like niggas not even gonna appreciate it maybe until like I don't know, maybe years down the line. But bro, like that's definitely some shit. That whole album is crazy. That's just crazy. It's crazy.
I think it's appreciated now.
Especially when you consider what goes into it. You feel me? Like this nigga Ram said, the mad niggas who did the songs, bro, never did music. Like I never did songs with nobody. I don't do features and shit. I did songs with Cam, feel me, and Kurt, because those are my boys and shit. But I never did no songs with nobody else. And that shit, that was our first time in the studio with half of them niggas, bro. And all them shits just clicked. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's not no force 2-3 days in the studio to finish the track. This is like, we come
one night,
lay the beat down and we finish.
All these songs were done during quarantine.
That's crazy. That's New London. That's that New London connection. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
that New London connection.
It's more than just a city. You guys have that literal connection.
Bro, word to me, bro. Whole movement. Niggas not gonna catch on if they sleeping.
So we woke them up. We gonna wake them up. Yeah.
That's the way.
It's us, bro.
Facts. So talk about your time in LA, both Ramp and Craigie. You guys have been out there for a while now, and you guys have definitely experienced a lot. You've been with Rosecrans Vic. I love his channel.
Lifestyle Crazy. A lot of it's different. It could be too much at a time. It could be too much. But life's just crazy.
This nigga waves a clown. I see.
Life's crazy. I can't front.
Nah, but being out here, I feel like I've grown more as an artist. Like if you listen to what we was doing back then until like now, like the past, I've been out here since last September. Being out here, like you listen to everything I was doing before and then listen to what we working on now. Like you could see the growth and whatnot.
Oh, the evolution. I think you were my third interview back in 2017. One of the very first ones. And just to see your growth since then, it's so cool and so beautiful to see that it's been exponential. I think every year it's just growing more and more. And, you know, I think you as well as the rest of the team are at the breaking point where it's like, you know, as soon as you guys blow, people are going to look back at like this project and previous projects and be like, that shit fire.
That's what made me I came back from that. I came back from LA during quarantine. Like the shit first got shut down.
Yeah.
I didn't go in the studio playing like making a RidgeSzn 3. We trying to make a RidgeSzn 3 for like 2 years, but wavy bullshitting. so
This guy blaming me.
wavy bullshit. And like it was never like we would put out like we had like a rough draft from one last year. It didn't sound right.
It was the perfect time, you know, since it is quarantine and we didn't get to have another Ridge Fest. It's like I still felt like I got a whole experience from just listening to the project. So you know,
I feel like RidgeSzn 3 was Ridge Fest.
RidgeSzn 3 was Ridge Fest.
No, Geeking will go out live. Geeking. No, that shit's going up live, bro. Like I could see that shit.
Gemini, that I didn't even know it was still, you know, I got to like the second half of the song and I didn't know it was the same thing.
That nigga spaz.
Spaz.
That nigga Turo spaz.
Mike used to hate Concentrate. Yo, Concentrate.
He spaz. I ain't gonna hold you. It's crazy because I didn't even like Concentrate when we was first recording that shit. Just because it's so like that shit was just different from the way I sounded. Even when I first heard the beat, like I was just like, nah, this shit sound like. I knew what I had to bring. Like I knew what I had to bring to the track. You know what I'm saying? I knew how Turo was bringing it to. Like I heard the chorus and I knew I had to bring like feel me that smooth gangster shit real quick. And then nigga Turo come and he clean it up with that R&B shit. But that nigga killed it in the second verse. Cause I didn't even hear that shit until like that shit came out. Like that shit was wild. Like nah, that shit.
Oh really?
Wild. I promise you, I didn't even like that track when we first recorded it. I promise you I didn't. But that shit's fire. That shit's fire.
He didn't see the vision. Mike didn't see the vision. That's
nah, I didn't. I'm gonna keep it being.
Ram saw the potential.
Ram crazy. Because I knew what you was trying to do with the song. I just didn't like the sound of it until the end. Not that. I like the, you know what I mean?
I gotta put you on the line.
I know what his idea was.
Yeah, nah, Concentrate. I'll keep it real with you. We recording still. We recorded still. I asked Twitter to give me a ride to get some food.
It was my shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Tudo's like playing mad. He's like, yeah, I had his idea. He's playing mad reggae songs.
He's a bitch.
He like this. He's like, yo.
Right.
He said, yo, we gotta do something like this. I was like, he's like, he has a whole play as a dance song. Tudo.
I said the Dr. McWilliams.
Yeah, I wish he was in the shit. That man's the showroom. I love working with him. Tudo is a genius. Tudo, I have like this.
Nah, Ken's crazy.
All the fucking like the thing. Well, damn, I can't even think of the fucking word now. The samples,
Yeah.
What are the fucking samples? Them the way they do this shit is like Tudo have a whole playlist of samples for this right here, this right here. So he put this whole dancehall playlist. I'm like, damn,
niggas be going through the crates.
So he went through the whole. I could tell you one sample from fucking all that shit. That's a fucking some Japanese shit from the 80s.
Damn, really?
That was Japanese shit. Yeah, me and Mike.
Bro, that nigga, she is next level with that production shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Everything Sheez does is like I already knew the genius behind him, but like I really saw it from his perspective, and I was like, wow, I was very impressed.
That's not even feel me. That's that nigga like That nigga different. I ain't even gonna hold you. Even this nigga Wave too. Like I feel like when you could be able to be like a fire artist and you could do the other side of that shit, like you can engineer yourself, you could produce your own beats, nigga. Like that's
fire.
Shit, yo, like,
that's crazy to me.
two are geniuses,
Bro.
That's crazy to me.
English beats elevated crazy sound to a whole other level. And Wave's like the person that helped orchestrate crazy sound. Jesus, my nigga, I can tell she's the most craziest shit. Some crazy ass shit, and she's gonna make it happen.
So how many beats did he make on RS3?
Creativity, freestyle, all that
I
shit.
nigga made a few of them, John.
Still,
None of that he did too.
None of that.
Facts. Niggas are nice with that producing shit.
Concentrate. Gemini produce, not concentrate.
What y'all think the best beat is? That's my question to y'all, everybody.
We'll start out with Cam, then go Wave, Craigie, Ram, Mikey, then me.
All that shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
All that shit different.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna go with Still, because I've seen the whole production on that shit.
This guy.
Yeah.
Nah, Still's fire.
From the ground up, like I saw the whole.
Nah, still is crazy. Still
like,
is crazy.
Everything, like I saw the whole thing, like.
Still is crazy.
Yeah.
But then Craig got TV after that.
Oh,
yeah,
you
he
got
produced that too. Damn.
See, Craigie crazy. Can I answer first before you start? This nigga throwing out too.
Crazy TV. Nah, Crazy TV was crazy because I remember me, Mike, and Craig pulled up to session, and she was just playing with some weird ass sound. We didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
then they started spin the block. He kept doing that the beginning of his verse, right? And after he recorded, he played it out loud. Like, man, this shit hard. Then Duke was writing his shit. Damn. Then Mike was like, and I didn't expect Mike to hop on that beat because that's not something Mike usually rap on. Mike was just, let me get a verse on this.
My favorite beat. It fucking punches you right in the face with energy.
Real shit, bro. I was gonna say that shit too. Like, as far as production wise, all that shit is crazy. All that shit definitely crazy. But personal favorites is definitely between Still and Craig at Freestyle. Still is crazy. Craig at Freestyle. Yeah. Both of them shits is crazy. Still, you feel me? That's the R&B style. And then Craig at Freestyle, bro. Like, that shit, keep it real. Like, that's not even, feel me? Like, I don't even rap on type of shit. Like, that was like a drill type of sound. But that shit.
That's why I didn't hop on it.
Niggas was playing that shit in the showroom. That shit was so crazy, bro.
This dude,
like,
Craigie,
there's no way. Like,
ad-libs, like,
fuck, I look like
standing
here throwing a verse on that shit, nigga.
The ad-libs came up, we'll say. I said, because back in the day, me and Craig first started doing music, we used to Craig TV. We used to around the city. And Craig used to the camera back in the day like this. And that was like when they were freestyling. Yeah, Craig, how you hopping in and do the freestyles? Like ad-libs and shit like that, right? He's like, I
didn't even want to touch that beat.
He's
like the beat was so fire, but I didn't want to touch it because it was like a whole like drill shit. I was just like,
I can't do this.
Yeah, that I needed parts. I needed parts.
I needed parts. Fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
That shit did fire though. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit is fire.
People in the town like this.
But all that shit still the best one. Yeah.
They got hype. That's what Crazy do all the videos. And like, it's for in London, so you might as well go back to the fucking all of the whole groups and shit.
One that I was gonna say is a dark horse from me is Toma, and that's with Dash and Cam. So Cam, can you talk about that? You got the billboards talking about you.
That shit, honestly, I don't even know what Bo said on that song. Period. Like, on that shit, I swear. But like that shit, I just had to jump on that shit different. It comes smooth. Like, that's some club type shit. Like, you
exactly.
You could vibe to that shit, feel me? So like, I was type lit. I was type lit when I record my verse. You feel me? Like when I was writing this shit. You feel me? That shit gave me a vibe. I just feel me teed up on that shit real quick.
Kim, can I ask him something? Did you write your verse on the spot, like when you heard his verse, or did you hear that shit beforehand and then you wrote your shit and came to the studio?
I heard his shit beforehand. He sent it to me, and then when it was time to go to the stew, I had a little bit of something written. Got lit real quick. Feel me? While I was in the stew, we had a session. That's when I finished that shit.
Good question, Mikey.
Why do executive produce some shit? I get obsessed with like old school songs, right?
Yeah.
I was obsessed with the Gasolina remix. So I found this beat. And I was like, yo, that's a dash like hop on this beat right here. That's like, yo, I think Cam was on fire. And so I called Cam, like, yo, Cam, how you feel about hopping on It's a record dorm type beat. And he like, I don't know. Then you gotta play in the cam that it'll be a good look for him to hop on it, right? Yeah, that's one of my favorite verses from Cam because it was different for Cam.
That shit definitely different.
Oh shit, my phone died.
Nigga said, "Don't."
Oh, we lost Wave. He said, "Oh shit, my phone died."
That shit made. I'm putting my shit on charger right now.
Bullshit Wave. Niggas don't know the real Wave Matthews.
I'm gonna learn. One day I'm gonna learn what he really said on that whole song because I swear I don't know what he said at all.
I remember I saw you tweet and you were like, "Can someone please translate this article?"
No, facts. And nobody still translated that shit for me.
Cam Dominican.
Yeah.
He really
on the low, you heard? On the low, you heard? 5%, you heard? Okay.
He's about to come on right now too.
So we're back here with Keeks. So can you introduce yourself and talk about how you played a role in RS3?
I'm Keeks. Khalid Keeks is my nickname, obviously.
Toxic Keeks. Toxic Keeks.
Yeah. RidgeSzn calls me Toxic Keeks. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah. The role I really played in RidgeSzn 3 was just like making sure certain artists got to where they needed to be. Making sure sounds are right, like with everything, just going over shit, input, anything that needs to be done. We just got like a big collective group that just puts a whole lot of effort in. Everybody puts their input in, and then we just got a whole big, nice project that comes together out of it. So what happens when you got a big group, though, man? Everybody puts their input in. Everybody got their ideas. It helps the big picture usually.
How has it been watching all your friends evolve throughout these years, becoming the artists and creatives that they are today?
It's honestly it's a pleasure to see them honestly grow up and just like keep doing what they love and just like finding out what they love to do, honestly, because some of these guys just been rapping for a couple of years, finding out like they're really nice at rapping. And so it's nice to see people finding a craft and people putting effort into a craft and wanting to expand and be able to get better at it and be able to monetize what they do and what they love to do. That's
great. Yeah. And what's your personal favorite track off the project?
Jeez, making a project is helping make the project I've been listening to it for a while, but now my favorite track is definitely Play Your Part. It's got to be Play Your Part. It's nice and smooth. It's a different flow than you usually hear from Cam and Mikey B, and then Craigie and Wave just sounded like some straight up vets on it. So that song came together perfectly in my eyes.
I think personally, Mikey's verse on that might have been my favorite verse on the entire project.
Jeez, that's good to hear. I say that man Mikey B, that's a bad man right there.
That's a bad verse too.
Yeah,
I'm not bad like bad, but like
that's a good verse.
Like,
my favorite verse on the project is Outside.
Outside definitely needs to be decoded. Cause y'all niggas they was talking their talk on Outside.
I ain't gonna hold you. I wrote that verse when I was sauce. Remember that shit, Cam?
Nah, facts. You was lit, bro. But like, feel outside like that. I got Wave helped on that song. Feel me? He a big help on that song. But on the hook. But like that shit is just like we outside. I don't know. That shit just
cap, man. A lot of hidden gems in that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas gonna need Rap Genius for that verse, bro. There's a lot of shit
for that song, that shit gotta get broken down, bro. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Like it's just crazy. We clicked on that song on some different shit. Like,
you guys had a great energy together. You know the picture of LeBron and Dwayne Wade where Dwayne Wade has his arms out like this and LeBron's like this. That's
OSO shit. That's that OSO shit.
OSO shit.
That's that OSO shit.
I need Outside came up. I need another Cam record, so I was like, man, I told Cam come to the crib. We started going to beats, and Wave started bullshitting. Like, Wave started bullshitting like always. Then we found I played Outside beat. Wave came up with the melody first, and Wave like the melody like that. Wave came up with. Wade was cursing us out for some bullshit. Wade get mad at every little thing. He said, "Nah, I ain't doing this hook. Cam's gonna do the hook." And Cam's like this. Wade doing the melody. Cam like this. Wait, said that. Then just sounded fire. But my favorite part is like the Cam whisper in the beginning. My man Fred brought that up the other day. I made Wade keep that.
That shit smooth though.
Cam be bullshitting too. He'll say some bullshit in the beginning. But that's like I was like, wait, cut that shit and just keep that little whisper right there. I told Mike to come do. Mike came do and this fucking that nigga killed that shit. I can't hold it.
You have a song for every mood.
Bro, the whole album based off a day in New London. You showed me and Craig in New London. We do crazy shit.
You might get any one of them days.
Yeah, we crazy. We go to parties. We go here. We go here. We just do quick. Man,
Niggas be outside.
We outside. We wild.
Are there any videos coming out?
Is all that shit video? About to do a still video.
Yep.
It's a crazy TV freestyle video, but we gotta redo that shit a little bit.
Okay. Yep.
Cops fucked our shit up. Some hating shit.
Altogether, there's like 5 videos coming out for this. We got a couple of them done, but yeah.
Yeah.
We got videos for pretty much the whole project. We trying to get out as many visuals as possible.
I always like seeing the visual to be able to understand how the artists and the people behind it wanted to actually push the song out. It like shows you, all right, this is what they were saying when they were on the song.
Exactly.
So we also have these 2 skits. We have Damn Kid at the beginning, and then right before None of That, you have Lifestyle of Sacrifice. So let's start out with Damn Kid. What made you decide to put the skit on as the intro?
Bro, when I first that shit, I knew I was an intro versus Day. I knew I was an intro versus Day. That shit was so funny. That's like really weird. I told Wade, I was like, yo, I'm using this as a versus Day. I had that goal. Before we was in RidgeSzn 3, I was like a long time. I saw him do that skit version like that. And yeah, I did one. Lifestyle Sacrifice.
Season 3.
That's his life.
Right?
It fit perfect with Wade was talking about None of That.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It tied in very well. And I think that's the same for all of them. Like, it just flows into the next track very well. Let's talk about Love is Love and how that came about.
Video guy recording everything I fucking do.
You gotta record. That's the thing. You gotta record everything, cause like yo, Mike will say some fucking funny shit one day. You might need for a skit. Cam wants to be a comedian so bad. You never know who you got at Cam.
Yeah.
He might start speaking some do right talk and some inspirational shit. Never know. It sounds good in the projects.
It's really understandable. Yeah, it's smart that you're doing that because you catch all those things that you're pointing out.
Nah, that shit hit though. It went perfectly.
Who's the shorty that's like talking shit on the skit?
Next question.
That's a crazy
That's
question, Mikey.
information.
That's a crazy
I was
question,
wondering.
Mikey.
I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? Like, is this? Hold on. All right. So if you can't tell me who it is, can you at least tell me? Is that like some real shit? Like that's a real voicemail?
Yeah, I was wondering, is that a real voicemail or somebody's phone fax?
It's a real voicemail.
It's real shit.
Lifestyle's a sacrifice.
That's real shit.
That's all I wanted to know,
lifestyle
bro.
is sacrifice. Everybody's lifestyle is sacrifice.
That's all I wanted to know. That makes a project even better than me. Real shit.
Yeah, real. Authentic, you heard?
Sheez, can you hear us?
Yeah.
How's it going, brother?
It's going, bro.
Showroom. What up, Sheez?
What's poppin'?
Same shit, bro.
All right, man. So let's talk about everything that you incorporated in on this project because you played a huge part with a lot of beats on it and a lot of verses. So we were talking about all that shit earlier, but let's hear all that shit from your perspective.
That was definitely a collaborative effort. Like we was at the showroom, of course, and niggas in the room vibing. Like I think Rand was like, you need a strong intro. So we was just, for me, was fucking around with samples and shit. Gemini pulled up that sample that you heard in the song. He was like, okay,
yeah,
I know exactly. It's like, you feel me? That's how we work. That's how me and him work. Like he gives me the cue and I know how to go. Like, I'm like, okay, I know exactly I know what to do with this. Like, bang. So we do that. He like, all right, add this in here. So me and him just go back and forth on shit like that, and then you can ask Mikey, you feel me? how he see. He said, man, he said, nigga, I was just doing this.
Nah, no cap. What do you mean? What's that?
Fight, just doing this shit.
Wait to me, man.
That was it. For me, that nigga was that nigga was like, what the fuck? It was looking at me like, yo, what's the nigga do? And then we made all that shit. Like, just the job made the hook and shit, and that was it. It was
and the rest is history.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, what about Craigie FTV 2020 freestyle? That shit wild.
Yeah, see, now I was working on that already, and niggas was sliding through. That whole week, it was like sessions. You feel me? It was just RidgeSzn 3 sessions that whole week at the showroom. Niggas slid through. You feel me? Like, Ramp would hit me, yo, niggas is on the way. It's like, all right, bet. Like, as niggas was coming, I'm already working on that. Like, I heard, I'm not, no lie, I was like, this is right before Drake dropped that little mixtape, that fucking Dark Knight demo.
Yep.
And he was like playing shit on his live stream, and he put that joint Bobby. I heard that shit, and I was like, nigga, this shit is so crazy. It sounds so crazy. I was like, nigga, I was fighting it. Like, I was like, I don't want to make a drill song. I'm not gonna. But I was like, nah.
Yeah,
this shit is
I was fighting it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it. I was like, fuck it. So I went in. I started making the beat and shit. I was like, about to be a full song. I was about to make a song. These niggas came in like right when I did the hook and shit. Mikey was like, no, Mikey got to writing immediately. He just started writing right away. Duke was writing already, and I was just like, you feel me? This finna be a posse cut. All right.
Bro, we was telling niggas earlier on the interview, like, nigga, I heard that shit. I wasn't letting it go, cuz I wasn't letting it go. That shit was too crazy. And that is crazy because it's not even like, that's not the typical shit. That's not the typical shit any of us will rap on, nigga. Like,
exactly.
Any of us.
And I think that's what made it perfect too.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, like it was the fact that none of us was even thinking to make a song. Like, I was not even like, for the longest, I was like, I'm not gonna make a song like this. And I went and just started making a song like this. And I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Cause like, you feel me? I wasn't even gonna say nothing. Shit rock. Like, we was in the room. I was like, feel me? I'm looking at Mikey B. I'm like, I hope it's writing over there.
Every session Mike came through, Mike was writing. No matter what beat he put on, he's writing. He was trying on RS3 3.
You know when he writing? Because that nigga get real serious. He get quiet. He starts sitting down. That nigga start sweating a little bit.
Now moving the head like this.
Sweating.
Really feeling it though.
That nigga Kim is toasted over there.
Let's talk about Geeking now. I've been saving this one.
Bash was moving to Colorado. And of course I was about to, you feel me? I said, yo, we gotta link up and just kick it, you feel me, before you leave. But I was like, yo, we gotta get one joint in. We gotta get a song in for real. And he was like, for sure. You feel me? I found a beat on YouTube that I liked. It wasn't all the way there, but it was cool. Sent it to him, and he was like, cool, we could do that shit. So when he slid through, that was another RidgeSzn 3 session. Like, niggas was around, but they was in this room that I'm sitting in right now, working on Zone. We was in that room, just going back and forth, you feel me, just doing what we do. When me and Bash want to get, get on a song together, it's like the chemistry just there. And this is the real street smart walking in right now. This is the real street smart walking in right now. But yeah, we just in there. It's really like one of the last songs we was together to make. Hit him with the streets.
Oh, yeah. Geeking was another sleep, like, there was some shit on that shit that I just never like heard. Like, Geeking, that shit was crazy.
I heard Bash's verse. I ran into the room with TC recording, like, yo, I need this song for RidgeSzn 3.
Geeking was crazy.
Keep it, not put it out. She's not nasty. She's don't fucking put out. I heard that song. I heard Bash's verse. I ran out, like, yo, I started.
Geeking was crazy.
I had to get that song.
Had
to get that
niggas wild out.
That shit was crazy. That was the same day. Y'all was having a session, and we was having a session in the other room. I was working on a track I got with Craigie. Ram heard that shit. He said, oh, I need that shit.
We did exactly what we needed to do on that shit. And it's even doper knowing that, like, that's like that's a rare cut. Like, that's the last day together, like in person.
I'm not saying we gonna be overlooked, but it's just like, bro, like niggas don't really understand how great that tape was. Like, if you take the niggas that you think at the top of the game and you take money and popularity away from them and you just put skill, bro, skill to skill, like without the name and all that extra shit, bro.
I played a couple songs for my girl and she thought it was just some famous people. I had no idea who it was. And I was like, yeah, this is straight from New London. And that was amazing to see.
Right.
Niggas got that sound too, like, feel me? There's so many different sounds coming out this city, nigga, like this little ass city, like, bro.
You know what's dope too?
Niggas be sleeping on us. That shit's crazy. It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no fucking sense.
About RidgeSzn 3, now that I think about it, is you know how hip hop started in Connecticut? Like hip hop started in the tri-state area. It was Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey.
Okay.
But that was the 3 states that started hip hop. And there's actually a collab, like compilation tape from the 80s of Connecticut rappers similar to this. So
really? Okay.
Word?
Yeah.
If you can find that, send that over to me.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah,
yeah.
Crazy. that nigga Cam need help. Let's go.
I'm smack, you heard?
And they came like Brock from Pokemon. Or what's that nigga?
Yeah.
So Sheez, you got your boy Gemini, who is just on a whole nother level. And I remember when we were talking about the article, you were telling me, watch out for Gemini, watch out for Gemini. And like when I listened to Concentrate, I was like, he was right, 100%. So can you talk about just seeing him and like watching him blossom both on this track and just as he evolves?
I mean, there was a point in time where he wasn't even making music at all. He made music before, like when we started making music and shit, and he stopped for a minute. Like, I mean, he could tell his better than I could, but I just didn't feel like it was for him no more. But ever since, I mean, this shit dates back to 2008 when we was working on Bombay Tropic 2. And he had a big hand in that. That project is his stepchild. You feel me? He has a big hand in that project. So that got him inspired to like to the music and really put his energy in music. So he's been blossoming since then and discovering who he wanted to be, like through just working with and shit. So I made sure he was in the rooms. I made sure he was around when music was happening. You know what I mean? And not just when music was happening, when niggas that are actually doing it. Rampant Craigie are like actually doing shit, like trying to propel themselves further. Like I'm gonna keep them in the rooms with niggas like this that's actually on the same type of time as I am, the same that's going like I am, to see like, yo, I can do this shit for real. And feel me, niggas see the genius right away. So they had to have him on the project.
Nigga is a genius. He's a genius. He has the samples. He has all playlists in his fucking phone, bro. I swear to God.
That nigga's a walking iPod.
I swear to God, the Concentrate shit was crazy because he legit played like 7 dancehall songs for me like this. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I said, fuck it. Okay, let's do it. I told Mike, let's do I might do a reggae song. Mike's like, Came on fire. He made the beat too.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember you were saying that.
And that shit was fire. All the sessions was fire. But still was fire. Still was definitely fire session.
It was a crazy session.
The production on Still is crazy.
Yeah, talk about that.
All the elements that go into that song, bro. That's why I ain't gonna hold you. That's low key been my song of the summer. Like, bro, that's probably the song I played personally the most off that album. Just
it's
that's that summer shit, bro. That's that summer shit.
Talk about none of that. I hear this story.
Oh man,
your boy was in here earlier.
He was in
here. Yeah, what happened? My phone's dying.
Wave is just a different breed of nigga. I'm gonna keep it
Hey,
real. I can't even talk too much about that song because I'm gonna incriminate him. But we, you know, I can't even talk too much about it. But that song came together perfectly. It was niggas told me they needed a good outro and they needed a good wave record. So I made sure that happened. I got with them. I made the beat and shit, and I came up with the concept of none of that because the album starts with all that shit.
yeah.
So it's all that shit, and then it ends with none of that. So I just like, you feel me? None of that, like some shit like that. And he took the concept and he showed through.
Sheez, I got a question for you, bro. If y'all don't mind me asking.
Of course
What's up?
not.
What, like, as far as, because personally I feel like you go crazy with the production shit as far and like on top of the music shit. So like my question is, as far as the next step goes, what, like, you trying to pursue both, or you trying to be like just an artist, or just however it comes, or like what?
I'm a producer. Like I'm not a producer and beat maker is two different things. Like a producer is all like a producer might write on the song, might make the beat, or might be executive producer, like be with the person making the beat, like yo, do this, that, and then like I'm a curator. I like to just curate. Like I just like to put shit together.
So what? Yeah. So what's your future? Like what are the things you gonna push? So like I'm saying, you feel me? You could produce. You made the beats. You do the songwriting. What are you gonna push? Or is you gonna push everything all at once type shit?
The artist piece. Like I'm an artist first, but I don't mind being in the rooms with people that I think are worth working with. That's how I feel. Like I'll have a lot of niggas asking me, yo, when can I get with you in the booth? When can I feel me? Let me get a beat. It's like it don't even work like that for me. I'm not just like, it's not like I have a slew of beats to just give niggas and like send like, if I'm making a beat, I'm making a song. Like that's how it goes. It's like making a song scratch, just like pancakes. Like right there. You don't just got pancake mix on hand. Because if I don't love what I'm doing in the moment, I just stop doing it. Yeah. That's why I couldn't be an engineer. I couldn't do that shit. I really couldn't. Like I can't imagine working in a studio. I can't imagine working in, you feel me, some shit like that, and like having to listen to like 10 trash niggas and maybe 3 decent niggas. I couldn't do it. Like I really love what I'm working on. Time is a motherfucker. Time is valuable as shit. It's finite.
I'm Gemini. Concentrate was actually Ramp's idea. He was like, yo, I want a joint to make people move. I want to make people dance. And, I just went on the search and I was like, just going through vibes, seeing what's good. And then we landed on one. And it's actually, she's taught me how to make beats while I was making that beat. Me and Ramp Bills, and we were just listening to a bunch of Jamaican music. I was telling him, I really want to make a Jamaican song. Like, I want to make a song like like one of these songs that we was listening to. So, into like samples, a few songs, and then we landed on one, and then the magic happened. That was it.
Concentrate is classic. He helped a lot. He helped a lot of people. He helped with Still. He helped all that shit.
My favorite song was definitely all that we worked on.
Yeah, and they said that you found the sample for that. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's what I do.
Them niggas went sick for that instrument.
I just work magic. That's it. That's what I do.
Everything, nigga. Where to me, they was doing everything on that shit.
So where did you find the sample?
I found the sample in Bollywood music. I listen to all types of music, and I just was going through a Bollywood album, and I looked out. As soon as I heard like the ding ding, my eyes lit up. I looked at these. I said, "This is it right here. This is the one." And that was the one.
Wow.
That was all that shit. I'm just the guy. I'm just the guy behind the scenes. That's it.
Like me.
For now.
For now. She's actually told you guys to look out for me like a year ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Rich Fest.
Oh, shit. Okay, that I do remember that now.
Yep.
Plant the seeds, you know?
Bro, I love that. Your sound is very, like, it's your own, but you can tell that if you and Sheez are on a track, it would be 100% chemistry. Like, I used this analogy earlier of Dwayne Wade and LeBron James together. Just like...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know he LeBron.
Yeah. I gotta be LeBron though. She's Dwayne Wade.
Just like outside for Cam and Mikey.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the magic of Ramp right there. He just knows who has chemistry.
Cam and Mikey is like Prodigy and Habit.
Yeah. Like the new Mobb Deep right there.
Shaq and Kobe, you heard?
I thought it was doing tribute.
It's another song that didn't make the project. That's fucking crazy. Wade didn't finish it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that joint was real crazy.
It's with Kirko. Like, it's only
that was crazy.
And that shit was it's Cam, Sheez, Kirko, and was Wave. Wave for being an asshole like he always be bullshit.
That's all.
That seems like it's the common denominator for every session that you've talked about is Wave has been on his bullshit.
Bro, that's the common denominator for like since you started making music.
Yo, Wave always comes with something, man. Like he always has like a good verse, but it just doesn't finish.
No, you know what it is with Wave? It's like Wave. When Wave comes through with the music, he comes through with the music. But if he don't, Wave is always there in spirit. Like Wave wasn't on a song at all on this project, he'd have been on those skits. Titles of the tracks or like some of this shit, like the title of the album, it would have been some shit like Wave comes with the gems. He's there in spirit. Like,
bro,
you know what I mean?
You got to when Wave about to drop a project, you got to have a whole Wave Masters interview. But you got
Bro, me and Wave have been trying to do that for a very long time now. I've been like, it's just happened. So like, you know, well, we've had that one at Ridge Fest, but like you said, I want to sit down with Wave and like actually go through his entire discography because
ask him the real questions. Because like, bro,
exactly,
bro, Sheez will tell you like none of that. That's really Wade Matthews. That's the way we all know. On some real shit, that's the way we know.
Yeah.
Like, he talks shit. He's a shit talker. He'll take your bitch. He'll that's Wave. Wave, that's the way we know. There's other Wave, that's the Wave for commercial.
He's very reserved in front of the camera.
That's what he does when he's single. That's a single Wave.
This is a gym. This is a gym. I'll do RidgeSzn 4 when I get Young Doug on the intro. Like right now, this is a gym for the city right now.
Best project. It's the best project to ever come out of the city.
Yeah,
I agree.
I say that and I'm doubling down on it. It's the best project to come out of the city.
If you showed this to any label execs, they'd see the potential.
See a picture of Craig and Young Doug, then you know RidgeSzn 4 is coming. Don't talk to me. It's crazy.
Don't talk to me. I'm excited for it.
Ooh, don't talk to me. That's a gem right there.
I nigga, she's been working on like in 2 years now. That shit's crazy, bro.
Man, Don't Talk to Me is it's like
Swervy Radio.
For real. It's for like Swervy Radio on crack. It's like Swervy Radio if you weren't listening to the radio and you kind of like zap yourself into the radio. It's like just a circus of different shit. Just as a bunch of it's just sonically all over the place. It's just what the fuck is going on. Like that's really what I want it to be. It's like really confusing almost, but like just enjoyable. Like don't question it. Just listen. Just fuck it. But it's very high energy. It's a lot of music. Like you can work out to that shit.
He was working out to that shit.
I was working out to that. You could work out to that shit. You could fucking mosh to that shit. You could thug out to that shit.
You
can do everything. Or you could just like lay in the grass and listen to that shit. Like there's songs like there's songs that's like real just it gets real, it gets wild and like wiry, but then there's real like soft moments on it that are like kind of beautiful, but still edgy though. Like it's all still with the common theme you still get the like, yo, this nigga does not fuck with y'all. This nigga do not want to talk to y'all. Leave this nigga alone.
What I can say about it from hearing it is if you ever take an acid, it's an acid trip.
I still haven't even listened to it on acid.
It's just a fucking acid trip.
That shit crazy. That shit really crazy. My favorite song is Rain.
I've been working on it since before this nigga Ramp really came in the picture and started like having me around more and shit. Like I was working on this shit. This was supposed to come out years ago. It was supposed to come out like last year. It was supposed to be done last year. Like it was, feel me? But I'm glad it took as long as it did. I'm glad that I pushed it back as many times as I did. Cause as my life progressed, the album just got better. Like the album just is aging perfectly. And it's like, it's in season.
He got a song on that shit called Willie. It's like, that was a crazy session.
Fire.
That was a crazy session. Like that was a crazy session.
Yeah.
It was me, she's in that fucking room. That's one of the first times I like this. Like, damn, this nigga really nice.
There's a song on there called No Pocket.
Oh my God. Listen, we did a song, right? We did a song, Old Pocket, Jesus Christ. That song is fucking insane. No Pocket is really fucking crazy. Like, you're gonna listen to that song and be like, yo, he has no pocket. Like, he's just fucking, he lost his shit.
But it's No Pocket because it's like entirely out of pocket. Like everything I said was just out of pocket. That's why I call it No Pocket. Don't Talk to Me got Fendi Over Friendships. It got.
I'll tell you fucking whole track list, nigga.
Rather,
I'll tell you whole fucking track. You named like 5 songs of it already.
I can name these shits. Y'all ain't heard them. Like there's like 14 songs on this shit. It's like it's a long project, but it's short. Like it's within time length. Like it's good. It's like 45 minutes. It's a good amount of songs. Like it's a good like.
It's gonna have a lot of replay value.
You could definitely sit with it, and just like it's enough to where like you'll be satisfied if I don't drop for a while. Like I left niggas with the little samples of shit, like 3 song, 5 song. Like I was doing that. I don't even normally do that shit, but feel me? I think everybody's ready for a full body of work now.
Bro, I got this tape coming out, man. I got these. It's a long time coming. I got shit. Long time coming. Like this, like feel me? Like I got tracks that's like from a minute ago that go into the project. You feel me? Like I didn't want to rush it. You feel me? I wanted that shit to feel right. So we coming on the last finishing touches of that shit, and I just want to make sure everything right. I just don't feel me from my first project, from my first real project. I haven't had a body of work. You feel me? So everything else has just been like freestyles or singles here and there, and I had the little EP that was 3 tracks.
Yeah.
So I want it to be like effort. I want it to be like some shit I just dropped and that shit just come and go. I want niggas to listen to it, and even if it's only like the genuine people who really listen and be like, yo, this shit really jump. That's what I want. Like I want people to feel me on this shit. I want people to feel me. That's the point.
100%. And I'm excited. And whenever that comes out, just like I said to Sheez, I'll be one of the first to listen because I've been really waiting on a Mikey B project. That's something that I like. And that's why I was so excited to see you on so many tracks on RidgeSzn 3.
Facts.
It kind of was like a little EP in itself of Mikey tracks.
Facts. Bro, word to me, my whole point in doing this shit, I just don't want to bring nobody no bullshit. Like, I don't want to bring tracks or any music where you be like, nah, like this nigga ass, or like this nigga was slacking. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to put effort to it at least. Feel me? Like, if I know, feel me? Like, I really was putting work into that shit. Like, everything else falls after type shit.
Well, I just dropped a little EP, a little 6-track EP not too long ago.
Okay, nice.
That shit going crazy on Audio Mac, but now I'm just trying to work on a bigger project. I'm trying to come different, a bunch of versatile.
Time go catch that Pack 'em Up, nigga.
Yeah, facts. Pack 'em Up video out now.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit going crazy. But yeah, that's my favorite track off of my EP. But
that was my favorite track off his EP too.
When are we getting some new solo Craigie?
I don't know, soon. Hopefully.
He's been working.
Yeah.
Back in the album mode. I don't leave.
Sorry, guys. Let me take this call. Hello?
Yeah, she said coming soon.